How are you guys?
Good. Jon, clearly a long journey for you to get back to this moment, and we could see the emotion immediately after in the cage, but you've had a little chance to let it soak in. I'm sure spend some time with your family. What are the emotions like right now?
Man, it's surreal. It's surreal to be back here in front of you all. Just more grateful than ever. At one point in my career, just took it all for granted and just, I was just dreaded doing some things like this. And now after not having it and realizing how easily it could be all gone, not having this, um, I'm more grateful for every ounce of this process.
Incredibly quick start to the fight tonight. Were you anticipating it to be, that much of a barn burner right off the bat?
Yeah, I think, I heard Daniel say things like he wanted to show me right away that the 2 years will affect me and that I'm not meant to be here and things like that. So we knew that there wasn't going to be a filling out process. We knew there wasn't going to be time for ring rest. We knew we were going to have to get straight to business, and that's what happened.
You said you were going to get the finish. I mean, did you envision that type of knockout, a high kick, finishing it the way you did? Did you see that as a possibility?
Yeah, we expected to finish Daniel Cormier. I said it in several interviews before the fight. There was a day in practice where we found 5 other guys who gives me the hardest time. And my coaches made me match up against all of them. They had 1 round each in 5 rounds. And I finished 3 out of the 5, which is something I have never been able to do before. I had 2 TKOs and a submission. And my coaches told me after that practice, they said, "Jon, you are stepping into your prime, my friend." And they said it's time for you to finish fights, expect more out of yourself, both in your personal life and at work. And that's what I've been doing. I've been expecting more out of myself, holding myself to a higher standard. And I feel like it showed tonight.
Very classy address towards Daniel afterwards. I wonder, was that spontaneous or was it something that's been weighing heavy on you that you wanted to get out there? I mean, obviously, pre-fight build-up isn't exactly the time to do that, but
Right.
Was that something that just came to you all of a sudden, or had you wanted to get that out there?
Well, I've always felt that way about Daniel, but it was spontaneous. I've always felt like he's a pretty classy guy, guy to be respected, stand-up champion, model champion. But unfortunately, I came into this game at a young age with big ideas, and despite how good of a person he is, there's no mercy in combat, and I have to do what I have to do. All right, it's either me or him. So, what happened, but he should be respected, and I don't think he should ever be questioned whether he was a true champion or not. In my absence, he fought 2 of the toughest guys in the division. He won those fights, and he carries himself like a champion. So I think that should be recognized.
Last thing for me, Jon, the call out of Brock Lesnar, I think, was a little bit unexpected. Talk about the genesis of that, where that was coming from, and why you were motivated to do that.
To be honest with you, I have no clue where this Brock Lesnar situation came from, how it started. But it got serious really quick, and I started talking to my management team, first round management, and my team at Jackson's MMA, and I said, "Well, what do you guys think if this was to happen?" And obviously my manager's like, "Well, it's going to be a big payday, right? That's his job, right? Make me money." But my team at Jackson's MMA, Jackson Wink, they said, "Jon, you can win that fight. You're gonna have to dig deep. You're gonna have to take your self-belief to a higher level. You're gonna have to earn this fight. Obviously, you have to change a lot. Fighting at 225 or 230. But so you can do this." And so we made up in our mind that we were serious about it, and I think it'd be great for the MMA world, right? It would definitely bring more general public to the sport of mixed martial arts, and that's what we need. We need to expand our sport, and so why not be the guy to play a part in that?